And new at 6, sewage and wastewater could be the answer to slowing down flooding in Hampton Roads. No doubt that may sound a little bizarre.
Yeah, but local scientists tell 13 News Now that there is evidence behind this idea. And Alex Littlehales reports on the progress of a massive investment to tackle sea level rise by thinking outside of the box.
Complicated problems call for complicated solutions.
This cost around $25 million to build this facility.
When you ask Dan Holloway, he could happily go on.
And we went to ozone where we took
and on
those pharmaceuticals and contaminants
and on.
Hit them with ozone and broke them up into smaller bits.
About the logic behind this experiment. Behind these pipes and gauges is a complex science addressing a complex issue.
About 1,000 feet below us, it's an underground layer of water called the Potomac Aquifer. Every day here in eastern Virginia, homes and businesses withdraw about 155 million gallons of water every day from that water source. But here's the thing about the aquifer. The more water that's taken out, the more it shrinks, causing the land that sits above the aquifer to sink lower. This is an effect called subsidence, and it's a topic getting a lot more attention because Virginia Tech research has recently found that Hampton Roads is sinking at a rate at 2 millimeters every single year.
The subsidence piece, though, you're right, it's a tougher one. As the whole sea level rise, relative sea level rise, and the increased flooding around the area start to really become apparent, then, you know, even if we're talking millimeters, when you're already flat and you're already at sea level, every millimeter counts. Yeah, it funnels it right down there.
The question Holloway and other scientists at the Hampton Roads Sanitation District want to answer is whether our wastewater can slow down relative sea level rise.
Like a tire that's lost some air and we're pumping it back up. You know?
Here is the basic idea behind HRSD's SWIFT program. What would happen if they diverted water normally meant for the James River back below underground? Could inflating the Potomac Aquifer slow it down from shrinking and possibly slow down the rate our land is sinking? Averaging about 1 million gallons a day back underground, HRSD scientists have closed in on 1 billion gallons of water pumped underground. So far, they've found evidence that even a small sample size can make a difference.
We're talking about tenths of a foot of movement. So, you know, not hiding anything, it's slight. But we have evidence that from the time we started in 2018 until now, those slight movements have overall has caused a positive expansion. So even now when we pump, it doesn't get as low as it did back in 2018.
An expansion site next to Menchville High School in Newport News will add 16 million gallons of water to the aquifer when it's fully built. At full scale, 50 million gallons of swift water may be able to reduce the rate that Hampton Roads is sinking. Scientists like Holloway admit they can't tackle sea level rise all at once. But experiments like this are changes they can control. I'm Alex Littlehales for 13 News Now.
It's fascinating. That Virginia Tech research, by the way, found that the roads specifically around Virginia Beach's north end see the highest levels of subsidence for the area.